It's Thursday morning, we're just putting some wood chip in this gateway so that it's not muddy tomorrow. And then it might be windy when I turn the camera, but we have no flood, which is good. There's a poet, never know it. Yeah, we'll get this area flattened off with chip and then just holds itself up a bit better, doesn't it? Rob's filled the Valtra with diesel, got the chipper on. Oscar's been washing off this trailer, ready for filling it up for the weight test on the weighbridge. I'm just going to let it down and move it and swap them around with this Merlot. We've got this dig out and we're digging out a sand cake. So we've put layers of sand, different colours in the soil, drove over it with two different tyres, one with VF tyre, very high flexation, and one with a standard radial. Got better, haven't I? And we're just digging it out now to show you what happened.
The other one is distorted deeper as proof of concept.
John, I missed the first one, but he's dug out the cake because you can see with the VF's been, it's just distorted the top two rows of sand, but the bottom haven't been. Well, that's in the tillage zone. See how it's flat right across.
What's coming out from the other one?
Oh yeah, it's totally
the right corner.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
This is freaking brilliant. Wow.
So after you cut the cake, you're going to do the first dance.
We're going to have a piece.
Boys.
You see already the third layer.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Proper, like that's...
Proper difference. Yeah. Good job, Frederick. You made that very good.
Oh, well done. Well done, Andrea.
Well done, Andrea. This is your test. Wow, this is fantastic.
It's a shame there's a shadow in the sun to be the other way. That's...
You got to cut it in one.
That's like gone... And then that side's like not as flat.
Look at the distortion in the first layer, the difference. Wow.
Is that a stone as well?
Die vierde wel.
Four layer, also the fourth one is distorted.
It's double as deep.
It'll look better when we get a full
Yeah, when you
Yeah.
go deeper in it, will look better.
It's good though, isn't it?
I think it's twice as deep, the distortion.
Yeah.
Almost looks like you've done this before.
Looks like it, huh? Looks quite professional indeed. Sorry?
That's like 18 inches down. It's... You can see where it's moved, can't you?
For sure.
The outcome would be that we did not make the pit deep enough, that the compaction is even below
Yeah,
the bottom of the pit.
It's 3 layers.
Yeah, 3 layers definitely. Yeah.
3 layers. Well, even
Even
the
four.
fourth one
Yeah.
is even
The
sloping
fourth
a
was,
little bit.
that
yeah.
fourth one's definitely got a
the
bit of a
fourth
bump to it.
The fourth one was distorted.
5, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's 5 layers.
Yeah,
Oh, it depends whether you count the dark or the...
3, 4, 5.
Yeah, you're
the
counting.
6.
Yeah, you're counting the.
Oh, if you count the grey ones, yeah,
You're
yeah.
counting the red ones.
Yeah, but it's 6 layers. It's
Yeah, yeah.
6.
But it's distorted until that red layer.
Two of the red ones have met in the middle, haven't they?
Yeah.
Try that one now.
That red one.
Now look between the second and
Look,
the third layer of red.
they aren't. They're only
There are
two.
still
Only
space.
Only the top two orange
only the top
ones.
two. That is a massive difference, huh?
So here.
It's a shame the phone doesn't pick it up proper.
We should slope
We've
it.
had an avalanche.
Yeah, we should slope it.
Oh.
Okay.
We had an avalanche, so we're going to pull all the stuff out the bottom and then they're just going to shape the rest with the shovel then, so that you can feel it easier. Now, who's the smallest? I said, who's the smallest to get in the hole?
The Italian must be far away.
I've not used the spade before.
Do you want a bucket to go with it?
You're never too old to learn.
It's like a machine anyway, the size of it, isn't it?
Don't let the back of your spade rub down sand. Smearing it.
Need like a
Yeah,
pizza
yeah,
cutter.
What?
Big pizza cutter.
Smearing the back of the spade and you can keep the blade on it.
So you've sculpted it now with a spade. That's better, and it's not collapsed. So there's the VF. It's not cutting anywhere near as far, and it's only really just about distorted the second orange line. Now this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe even a fifth orange line. But that distortion down there is a depth that we don't work soil to. So just shows you the importance of pressure and tyres. Gonna see if this will power a 50-inch TV for putting a presentation on tomorrow. Saves running a generator across the field.
This.
Kylie Minogue.
Does it? Yeah. Feel like an artist.
Well, that's all right, isn't it? 83%. Says it's using 69 watts. That's more than I thought it'd use.
But if I hook up my laptop, we'll use a little bit more.
Do you think?
Looks sweet, huh?
It's good, isn't it? And it works with the 73 watts. Well, we'll charge that up tonight and then that should last tomorrow easy. James waving. Grandad's picking him up. I'm just moving the drill. Are you upset, James? Are you missing the demo day?
Yeah, not upset, are you?
Swapping the sumo and the sumo weight block back round again. This will be, I don't know, about the 8th time. We probably took the sumo off on and off more in the last 24 hours than we have had in the last 3 years. There's about 15 of us, so I'm just getting the picnic benches, putting them in the barn for dinner because we're not all going to fit in the brew room. Bateman's nestled in the back as well now in case we get any frost. Valley Toilets have brought the toilets this morning. I'm just moving more benches. I was going to put them in the tent, but they're still putting the sides on, so we'll keep out of the way and have our dinner in the barn. You being Italian, you could have cooked all this.
Do you have dominoes in this?
All fed now. Oscar's washed this off. I'm just going to get some microphones and we're going to do the slippage test because I missed it yesterday when I was picking the sand up. I'm going to film that as well. So is that 100 metres or 50?
I think it's about 30 meters.
Only 30?
Only it looks.
So if you did 100 metres, it's easy maths, isn't it?
It's like 5 rotations of the tire.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
So the idea is we mark the tyre, set off,
Set up, do 5 rotations with the tire.
and then measure it.
Determine the zero slip point. Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's your zero slip. So that's your reference.
yeah.
Then we will do 1 pass on a high pressure. What you will see is that the distance you will cover is much less.
much less.
Should have put a mic on.
Yeah, works better probably.
So 5 rotations of the
So
tyre.
5 rotations of a tire with 0 slip. So with the Sumo up,
Yeah.
that will give us the distance we can travel in 5 rotations maximum. Then we will put the Sumo down, have the tires on the high pressure, basically the wrong pressure, and then we will have a certain distance covered, which is less obviously, and that will have a percentage, that's your slip percentage. Then we will reduce the tire pressure on a unworked piece of land. We will do the same.
Yeah.
And you will see that with the correct tire pressure and enough grip, you have influence in correcting your slip percentage. You want it to be roughly between 10 and 50%. So
10 and 15.
yeah, so if you set everything wrong, my expectation would be to be close to, let's say, 20% or so, which is wrong. It burns fuel, it's inefficient, it costs you time.
And wears the tyres more?
Sorry?
It'll wear the tyres more?
It wears the tire more quickly, so it's bad for a lot of things. And basically, when you've got a good set of tires, in this case they're VFs, so you've got a little bit more influence. You can get more grip, and you can reduce the amount of slip, and get it into the green levels.
Yeah.
So then you're working in the most efficient way, and obviously you can do other things like filling the tires with water or increasing the weight or do some other things. But if you don't need to and you can only work with your tires, that again saves time, right? Yeah. So that's what we're trying to prove. So hopefully the tire gods are with us today.
So this is now 5 rotations, I think, and then he'll measure how many times the tyre went round and the distance. Mad how because of the transmission you can see the front starting to go before the back. Now he's going to mark the tyre, go the same distance, but then work out the rotations, I think.
Santiago!
No, he's not. He's going to go 5 rotations and see where he ends up. That's what he means. So he's marking it now, and then we'll count that and measure how many. Is it 5 rotations?
It's 5 rotations. So it was 30 meters, 75 something.
So we'll see how far we get this down. One, two, 3, 4, 5. So is that the slip from there to there?
That is the slip. That is enormous, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is substantial.
That must be like 20.
So we are now at.
So from that post to that post is what he's just gone in 5 rotations. Whereas before he went to there. So he's going to measure that now and calculate the percentage of wheel slip. Optimum is 10 to 15%, I think he said, because it means that the lugs self-clean. So Frederick's done the maths and it was 29% or 30%?
Yes.
Slip.
Yeah, 29.
29%.
Yeah.
So Morgan's letting his tyres down, and then we just realised we're on a tram line, so we're going to carry on along the tram line to do the next test. He's near the tractor now, letting his tyres down, ready. Right, he's dropped the pressure now. Does he need to mark the tyre? Is it about right? He's been very particular. Off he goes. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Definitely gone further. Need another stick. Like about a foot, yeah. So,
Like this?
well, I'd have thought more there.
Here?
Yeah. So what's the measurement now then? 74 feet. Oh. 22.5. And what was it before?
You didn't reduce it that much this time.
No. To be honest, it looked a little bit wet at this end of the field.
Yes. But when he started and applied the power, you saw the wheel really
Yeah.
two times. So it was not really stable.
Yeah.
So this was not the best test we've ever tried to prove. But that's okay. I mean, you know, it happened.
What was it yesterday though? You reduced it by
5%.
Yeah.
So basically what we have now, if we calculate it, we have, let's see,
I always forget how to do percentages.
we had 30.75
And 22.
and 22.05. So we were here. Now we are, this is this far. This is really,
So it's like 2%.
really like nothing.
Yeah. Morgan gunning it. Well, we'll do it not on a tram line anyway, can't we, for tomorrow?
So that, you know, look, we can also see the result that when we drop the pressure, yes, you will have an effect, of course, a very a relevant effect. But the thing is that this is out of the spec. So if, for example, if you would have to tillage this one, your conclusion today would be, okay, we're still at between 15 and 20% slip. That's not efficient.
Yeah.
Then you need to do something else. You need to apply a double wheel. You need to apply more weight. You need to fill the tire with water. So what you basically need is to find a way to get more grip. If you look at the tires, you can really see as an evidence that it's picking up dirt. With a perfect slip, it releases this. So it's scraping off the soil, which is not good. So you're smearing it, so you're doing the tillage wrong at the moment.
Yeah.
So basically,
but I think though, if he wasn't on the tram line, it'd be a totally different story.
Sure. What we could
we'll do that.
is make one. Yeah, let's do it
off the tram line.
off the tram.
Or do that tomorrow. We've just been doing a slippage test now. It's perfect conditions now, so we ended up with only a 3% reduction. But if that tractor's going to use 60 litres of diesel an hour, so it could use 500 litres, say, in a day for easy maths. If you can save 3% of that, it starts to add up. Then, it's gone. But if one of them tractors can burn twice what it costs in wages an hour, you've got to make sure that the tyre pressures are right. Otherwise, the man on the seat can be wasting your money. And of course, one of the only things that you can really change from sat on that tractor seat is the revs and the traction, and make sure you're still doing the right job behind. Now we've finished messing the fields, it's bath time for everything. These trailers are now loaded with 18 tonne for tomorrow. Joe's not messing the yard up, so he's moving the digger across the yard on the trailer, which is a good idea. Morgan's loving life. He's going to flatten off where we were messing yesterday, so it's nice and smooth for walking on. It was so windy before, and now if you look at that tree, it's not windy whatsoever. So I'm going to go and show Morgan where to flatten off. Where we were doing it yesterday, we were putting ruts in deliberately because we wanted to measure the depth, but obviously if you're going to be walking over them tomorrow, we don't want people tripping over, so we're just going to flatten up. Them toilets smell gorgeous. They smell like cherries, like cherry drop sweets. Oh, John's here as well with the digger. Yeah, they're just flattening that bit now. So Morgan's gonna do it with the 1455 beast. John's made a path there that's a bit flat. Just flatten that there. This is the cake. Well, you see better now actually. Now it's not as bright, the sun. See how it's barely distorted the sand lines that side? But here it's like, all like 4 of the orange ones. That's how deep the compaction's gone in. Whereas that side, it's moved the top one and maybe the little one underneath a tiny bit. Just leveling it off now, these humps and bumps that we deliberately put in, really. That's nice, coming out the back now. Not only does Ian dispatch quality merchandise, he also dispatches seed beans ready for inspection. That's how shriveled they are this year. Some of them are so small. They'll do a germ test on them anyway. So on today's birthday bumper, Frederick's going to read out in Dutch, German, French and everything.
Oh, I can do it in Dutch.
Go on, do it in Dutch. Go on, do it.
Yeah.
Go on, then.
So, I'm Fred from Alliance. Hi everyone. So, Flesje Maddox is vandaag 18 jaar geworden. Van harte gefeliciteerd. Thomas Wallace is 11 geworden. 11. Gefeliciteerd. Fraser, 31. Nick Dudley, 60 jaar. And we got James Harriman is 10. Die is 10 geworden. Dus van harte gefeliciteerd vandaag. Leuke dag.
Yeah, so happy birthday everyone on there if you understood that.
Yeah.
What was 11 then? 11 was...
Thomas Wallace,
Yeah.
11.
Yeah, what's
Elf.
that? Elf.
Yeah.
Elf
So
is
Flesje
11.
Maddox is 18.
18.
Ja, 18. Thomas Wallace is 11.
Elf.
James Harriman is 10.
10.
Nick Dudley is 60.
60. Dag.
Ja. En Fraser is 31.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, so what's the total then? 78,968. But what would that be?
78.968.
All right, just like that. There you
Just
go.
like that.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Cheers.
We're going to load the buggy up now. Then we're going to go out for some tea tonight, and then everything's ready for the morning. Lighting forwards. We've got the goodie bags for everyone. Don't forget the field nurse is also here as well tomorrow, doing people's blood pressures as well. Oscar's gonna wash the boom because that's gonna have a flag on in the morning, so people know where they're going. You know, when we do the tractor run, you kind of like get bored of seeing us putting lights on tractors. Well, we've obviously been tidying up and getting prepped for this field demo day because there's got quite a bit of press coming tomorrow, and Aggie press to teach them about the tyres. So we've put loads of effort in, and then we've kind of got involved with it all. But it's good because it means that we're not gone mauling corn into ground that's too wet. We'll do that next week instead. Yeah, that's all for today. If you're coming tomorrow, see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and yeah, bye for now.